interest is learning some lettering and figuring out how to write words in really cool, fancy, crazy ways. For this art project, we are going to be inspired by two really incredible artists. Their names are Morgan Harper Nichols and Brittany Lewis. If you want to learn more about them, you can go to the resource section or find another one of my videos to learn about those two incredible female artists. Cool lettering takes creative journaling to a whole new level. So this week we are going to practice making 4 different kinds of lettering, all with the same subject, which is your name. You're going to write your name 4 different times, explore using different kinds of bubbling and block lettering, and then add colors and figure out how to enhance or emphasize other designs and patterns in the background. For this art project this week, you only need 4 art supplies. First, a piece of paper. Second, a pencil. Third, an eraser. Fourth, coloring supplies. Once you have your materials, you can come right back here and we'll get started doing our lettering. To prepare my paper, I'm going to fold it 2 times. First, I'm going to fold it down hot dog style. Give it a good crease. Then I'm going to fold it left to right, hamburger style. Crease. Excellent. That is now, when I open it up, going to give me 4 sections. Now I'm going to write my name 4 different times, and I'm going to write it really big, spaced out, and in different styles with my pencil so that I can erase it later. I can do capital and lowercase and mix it all up. Once I have all of my names drawn 4 different times, 4 different ways, I'm going to use copycat lines, so lines that are right next to my first line and are parallel, to make bubble letters, block letters, pillow letters, and freestyle letters. Oh boy. So to make bubble letters, you make your copycat line, so it's right next to your first line that you made, and it copies it and goes parallel right next to your first one. When you get to the edge of the letter, you're going to loop it around and just keep copying just a little bit spaced away. To do the inside of a letter on a bubble, I'm just going to put a little circle in there. That is my bubble letter. For an E, I'm going to copycat around, and for bubble letters, you want to keep everything round. So when I get to an edge, I'm going to loop around the edge and loop back in. I have an inside, so I'm going to put a circle. For my letter T, I start at the top, I loop around the end, come in, loop around the end, come down, loop around the end, loop. Loop. Cool. For my block lettering, I'm going to do the same thing, copycat lines that are parallel, but this time when I get to edges, everything is going to be straight and square. So when I'm going around, instead of making a circle on the inside, this time I'm going to do a straight edge next to my straight edge and a loop. So it's a little capital letter D. For my E this time, I'm going to do straight edge, straight across. When I get to my edges of my letters, I'm going to go straight down instead of a loop. So everything is like a laser. It's super straight, 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 straight. For my S, I'm going to scoop around because the S is roundy, so I'm going to keep it roundy. But when I get to the edge of my S, go straight down, straight across. And then, of course, my Y has lots of straights also. Cool. So now you've done bubble lettering and block lettering. For these last two are gonna get a little crazy and silly. We're gonna try pillow or cloud lines next. So for these, for pillow or cloud lines, you get to have some extra bumps and wiggles, okay? So I'm gonna, instead of having it nice and straight here, I'm gonna put some cloud bumps, woo! Scoop around, so it's all roundy like my bubble letters, but I can put a few little extra wiggles. My E is going to come around, and maybe I'll put a little extra cloud bumps right there, almost like a flower petal, and a circle on the inside. For my T, keep it bubbly, but I'm going to put some extra cloud bumps on the edges. Whoop, scoop, cloud, cloud, cloud. Just for fun. My S, bloop, 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 bloop. Cool. And my Y. Bloop, 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 loop around, bloop, 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 bloop. Cool. And my final one, my freestyle, I think I'm going to make it real jaggedy and hard edge like this, but with some triangles instead. So I'm going to put some triangles behind my letter B. And on the insides of anything that needs an open hole, I'm going to put triangles. So it's a little harder edge, tough looking, which I kind of like. Triangles, triangles, almost like a mohawk. And then, ooh, maybe I'll put a little arrow in the middle part there. That's kind of cool. I like that. So I'll put an arrow at the bottom of my T. And to do an arrow, you just take it to the edge and then you make a triangle pop out. Cool. I'm gonna do my curvy S, an arrow at the end. And my Y, I'm gonna put 2 arrows. And then I think I'm gonna add some spikes. Awesome! So I have my bubble, block, cloud, and freestyle crazy. Now you can do any of them any way you want, but these are my 4 favorites. When that's done, to make them really bold, outline them in your black marker or crayon. Now that everything is erased, now I can start adding some color. Once you have all of those done, then how can you fill your space to make all of your backgrounds cool? Because the lettering looks awesome, but the background of each is pretty bare. How can we amp it up to make it even better? Well, you decide, but I'm going to try a couple different things. You can use some different lines and shapes and make some nature-inspired backgrounds maybe. You could do some big flowers and suns and things like that. You could even use your knowledge of emojis and put some emoji faces inside of your flowers. That would be cool. I could put some grass and some flowers coming out of my grass. That would be pretty cool. Lovely. Now that's fancier. I could even use shapes and chunk different shapes all around my block lettering. Since it's block lettering, how can I fit different other shapes and blocks all together to fill the rest of my space? Things like diamonds and triangles and squares. You can even use some of those shapes to draw something that you like maybe a car. Pretty cool. This one doesn't have a whole lot of space, so maybe I could just put some small shapes. I could do things like hearts or spirals, anything you can think of that would fit really well with your cool cloud letters to fill in that space. And then for my freestyle one, what does it need? It's pretty crazy and wild. Maybe I will make it have, I know, a rainbow. And I'm gonna make that rainbow go behind all of my letters. So you can tuck things around, inside, or even behind your lettering to make them extra special cool. And then once you've done that, give it some more color. Why not? Pretty cool. Color it all in and then hold on to these for your next project. Finished. Now that it's all done, I am ready for step 2 of creative journaling next week. This was a way to teach us all how to do some cool lettering